Okay, so after all these calculations, okay, this is what I'm expecting from you. Okay, I want you to submit a report of 2 pages. Okay, 1 page for route 1, 1 page for route 2. Okay, okay. So these are the instructions for the assignment. Okay, so sample assignment, name, etc., etc. Course number should be different. Okay, so this is for route 1, and page 2 is for route 2, whatever route you're assigned to. Okay, so first I want 2 graphs. Okay, the first graph will be for the raw data. Okay, the second graph will be for the deseasonalized, detrended data. So first you're going to start with raw data. You're going to have the blue line which shows the raw data, actual number of passengers, exponential smoothing forecast, red line. You can use different colors. And then you have the linear regression line here. Okay, and then you're going to deseasonalize and detrend the data. Okay, and then the blue line shows you an example of this here. Of course, your graph will look different. And then with the deseasonalized data, you're going to generate exponential smoothing forecasts, indicated as the red line here. And then you're going to have a regression line, straight line from the regression. Okay, so now for each case, I want you to calculate the mean forecast error, mean absolute deviation, mean squared error, mean absolute percentage error. First with the raw data and exponential smoothing, and then raw data regression forecasts. Okay, so for exponential smoothing, I want you to try different alpha values, find the best one. Okay, and this is not an exact science. There is no one best alpha. Just try different values, pick whichever gives you the best results, and then report mean forecast error, mean absolute deviation, mean squared error, and mean absolute percentage error. And again, with raw data, calculate the regression forecasts. There's not going to be an alpha for that. Regression will not have alpha, but the regression you can calculate mean forecast error for regression forecasts, mean absolute deviation, mean squared error, mean absolute percentage error. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing with the deseasonalized and detrended data. I forgot to write detrended here, but deseasonalized and detrended. Run exponential smoothing. Use different alpha values, pick the best one, report the mean forecast error, mean absolute deviation, mean squared error, mean absolute percentage error, and then do the regression with the seasonalized and the trended data. Okay, there's not going to be an alpha for that, and then calculate the mean forecast error, mean absolute deviation, mean squared error, mean absolute percentage error for the regression forecasts that you got using the seasonalized and the trended data. Okay, you're going to do this for route 1 and for route 2. Okay, so if you do everything up to this point, you get 50% of the grade. Okay, this is just a replication of the videos. Now, 30% of your score will come how good the graphs look. Okay, make them look good. Okay, use your aesthetical sense, ask your friends, just make them look good. Okay, good formatting, good grammar, good language, good presentation, good organization. Okay, so that's gonna make up 30% of your grade. So 50 plus 30 plus 20% remaining. The 20% remaining comes from these questions. Okay. So now you have the raw data and you have the seasonalized trended data. Okay. Now, which data type gives you better quality forecasts? Okay, you have the forecast quality here for raw data. You have the raw, forecast quality for the seasonalized trended data. Which type of data gives you the better forecast quality? Okay, so depending on what these numbers are here, you need to compare if the forecasts are better with raw data or if the forecasts are better with the seasonalized trended data. Okay. Now, in most cases, I haven't tried all the numbers, but in most cases, you're not going to have a clear indication. Okay. The forecast errors will not uniformly favor one type of data. Some errors will favor one type of data, others will favor another type of data. Okay, why don't the forecast measures agree with each other? That's the second question. Okay, so these two questions, 10% each, okay, are worth 20 collectively. Okay, so again, replication of the videos 50%, good format, organization, good spelling, grammar 30%, and these two questions 20%. Okay, so I hope this assignment will teach you a few things about Excel, about forecasting and regression. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to email me. Thank you.